Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week we have a full supermoon lunar eclipse in Pisces. It is going to be big. It's going to be somewhat intense, I think. I think that's why we're starting out in the sunlight, getting a little meditative space, some quiet, some peace, and preparing for what's to come. It's going to be interesting. The only thing I pulled from this Pisces moon really is the feet, the footwork that is involved during Virgo season and how important it is. And I can see feet standing on their ground. I can see feet stepping in the right direction. I can see feet dancing to the sound of music, and I can see feet turning and running. And all of these feet are doing everything that they have culminated, whether we're running to our dreams, running from monsters, whether we're dancing in the full harvest of manifestation, or whether we're taking a stand for ourselves. Anything you do right now is going to be amazing. It's going to be important. So pay attention. Allow things to pass. Observe and react accordingly. I feel like we've been training for this the entire year. Our year 8, running those loops, those circles. Slowing down, pacing ourselves. Letting things pass and not letting things slide. Standing upright and getting ready to take flight. Let's get into our reads. I'm so ready. Let me go set up. More and more Sagittarius. You're pulling in a lot more of this like Aries daddy energy for me of like I need to approach you in just such a way, and that is a good thing. It is a very good thing. I know that Sagittarius, just like all of our immutable energies, we're so bendable, we're so movable, but it's nice to stand up in our true power sometimes too. So I really do like that. I feel like I can't just come to you any old way. I do kind of like that I have to, make adjustments, clean something up, do a thing, put my energy in the right space before addressing you. I think those are all really good qualities and character developments that are coming along. So I just wanted to point that out for you. If you weren't aware or attuned to this knowledge of yourself and your growth, beware. Be aware. It's a whole new beginning. The whole new emotional start. It feels like these waters have pooled from great sadness. But what we have done with this pool of sorrow, of woes, is we built this beautiful fountain, and we directed those waters to fall in their correct and designated spaces. And this emotional beginning is unlike an emotional beginning that we have seen yet before. The way that this water falls, it touches all of the corners. It is imbalance, and not only that, because here on this side It is 5. It is the pentacle. It is not even. It does not disclude, discount, or discredit you and your need for water, for watering, for nutrition, for emotion. This is pouring into all of the stability that you have around you and not forgetting to pour into yourself. This time, we've got it. We're figuring it out. No, because look at all of these water lilies that are sitting in this pool. Water lilies mostly come up from the swamps, from what we might even view as toxic or polluted waters. Again, the water that in this pool feels like it was created out of a lot of toxicity, a lot of sadness, a lot of darkness, but we've developed this whole cleaning system, and we figured out where the water needs to be poured. Should talk on that just a little bit longer to really hit the point home, you know? Where's Mercury at? Is Mercury in Libra as well with Lilith? It's doing wonders for me, I tell you, with my personal chart. Yeah. We're turning up out of this sadness. We're not completely under it anymore. We're not completely over it either. We're still wrestling and battling with those toxic waters, the lack mentality, the feeling of not having enough, not being enough, not doing enough. Why? I just keep hearing, but why? Everybody needs to turn through this part and see the world from this angle sometimes. Because not having gives you the understanding and the compassion for these moments and times when you don't have it all together. When you feel like you are just barely scraping it by. You're making it by the skin of your neck. And nothing you do seems or feels like it's good enough. But we're not under this. We're not over it. We're just whelmed. Just whelmed at this point in time. Not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just whelmed. We're whelmed, but we are working. Again, like showing up in the Pentacles. And 5 even. And the 5 even. It's making that map. It's forcing us to look back down at our work, at our notes, and fix that math that we got wrong before. We've realized that we had sorely miscalculated, but all of these calculations and work that we're putting into the physical, he's done with breakfast, is what is teaching us and showing us how to move into and through this Ace of Cups. One moment. Confidence, conviction, Sagittarius. I know I'm not wrong. That's how I can do this. Working through these processes creates a comfortability and a confidence. The more times you run yourself through this cycle, the more times that we push this toxic water through the construct that we have created, this cleaning system, this distribution process, every time we continue to feed and run this process, we become more and more confident in ourselves and our own abilities to progress in our lives. I just had to get that out. I was like, wait, that. Like, how could I be so audacious as to assume what these people are thinking, feeling, experiencing? Like, because I know. And I know. Because I've done this. I am running through these processes and cycles too, and I am making a map for anyone at any point in this process to refer back to, including myself. You ever lose doubt and track, that's why it's important to write things down, to document them, to continue. Hey, look, that Queen of Pentacles popped up. I was just showing you the King of Pentacles on the top of the deck, and the Queen came in as well. On the other side of this is divine union, it is divine match, it is divine connection, it is, again, it is the right and proper places, spaces, and ways that you're supposed to be distributing this water that you hold and that you have been processing. You wouldn't feed your queen, Magician's back, you wouldn't feed your queen or your king poisoned water, not intentionally, not if you were really Bonnie and Clyde. Not if you were really ride or die, you wouldn't. And that's why that what's the word I'm looking for? All I'm getting is holy or unified connection. Has to be on the other side. It has to be at the top of the hill. You're not going to find it down here. That doesn't make it not near present, being built around us, coming in on the ships. It just can't all be here yet because you're still coming up to meet this space, to meet these cups coming to shore, to meet this foundation that is being built, to find your castle. Let's see if we can get through this. Energies are ramping up. That's what you get for making French toast for a toddler. It's the syrup that gets them, I tell ya. Or it's just life. Or it's just life. Sometimes we're high energy. Sometimes we got a lot going on. And sometimes you need that energy to really kick yourself up into it. And this is what Virgo season is all about. Kicking yourself up in the morning sometimes. Like, no, you've got to do this. You've got to get on your mark. You've got to get on your game. And it's got to come out right. This is course correction time, after all. This is our time and space to really make that framework. To evaluate those plans, to go over it one more time. And make sure that before these waters truly freeze outside, that we have gotten them locked in to where we want everything to be set up. There's I'm going to do a 2-card drop, aren't I? These videos this week are funny. It's all of it and none of it all at the same time. It's so little yet so much. It is the smallest things matter the most. Alright, Queen. Alright, Queen. I will take you this time. You did not come all the way out, but she did drop and separate herself from the rest to make herself known and present. She's not facing us. She's not stepping up into our space, but she sees. She's watching. With a little Merlin hawk hanging out on her crown of antlers, and I feel like the little rabbit. I feel like she's sending aid. Can I get that? Oh, there it is. There's our little rabbit. Does this rabbit have a gun? Because she is behind the queen's back. She doesn't. That rabbit is bringing luck, is bringing aid, is bringing fortune, or these things are being sent out to you. They're being shipped out to you. You're going to experience great struggle because we are under the influence of true destiny, of true self. And that doesn't necessarily look the way that we think that it's going to look all the time. Sometimes our ego gets in the way and tries to tell us that, okay, no. It's like, is that another little Merlin hawk hanging out back there? It is not. Crane? I think it's a crane. I don't know. We have sandhill cranes here and it looks like that. Anyways, moving on. Oh, you have to crane your neck to see. That's why we're turned. That's why we're a little twisted. Because you're adjusting and shifting your perspective in order to see who you are clearly and what is really real and true. Because the things that are the realest and the truest are often the very first things that we dismiss as crazy, nonsense, impossible. And that's why it's a struggle. That's why it's a battle. That's why it's hard. Because you won't let yourself see it easy. But I'm going to give you... I can't even remember who I was giving this to. Taurus. I'm going to give you this dove. And remember to make yourself light. To release that weight. To get up over it. To get up over the disappointments and the setbacks. And take flight again. Spread your wings. And know that you are flying towards blue skies and clear waters. Those are the goals. Those are the intentions. Those are the things that we are intentionally watering and growing for ourselves. So even though it looks chaotic, even though it looks hard, even though it looks like towers are just falling down, in truth, it's all very necessary. Because those things, dropping, falling, is what is going to make you lighter and light enough to travel all the way to the stars. Thank you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.